Hi all. I hope I'm audible. If anyone is facing the issue, please let us know in the comment. Hello. Yes, are we audible? Please confirm in the comment. So, if any difficulties, any technical issues, we can solve it as soon as possible. Okay. Thanks, Aniket, for confirming. So, I think we have sufficient number of people on the call on the webinar. So, let's start. So let me introduce myself first. So I am Bhavesh Shirode. So I am looking here at Algo Products at 5 Paisa. And today we have a special guest for our webinar, Rajandran. So about Rajandran, right? So he has around 18 plus years of experience in designing trading related systems and trading for himself. So he is basically system driven trader who basically like believes in system or rule based trading rather than manual trading. So that is why we have asked him to guide today on the TradingView webhook feature, which basically helps you to uh, automate your trading strategies on TradingView, and you will be able to place the trades on our platform directly from TradingView. Okay. So main context of this is what agenda of today's session is that TradingView Pine script, like Rajendran will show us how to use the TradingView Pine script to create your own strategies and how to automate them as well. So if anyone doesn't know how what is Pine script and how to write the code in it, that we will live demo as well. So he will basically show the live demo of how to create a code in Pine script or create your strategy in Pine script, and it will execute live as well. So that is what all introduction is to today's introduction. So over to Rajendran. He will guide you through the session now.
Thank you, Bhavesh, and thank you for the quick introduction as well. So, shall I share my screen, Bhavesh?
Yes, you can share.
Okay, I hope you guys are able to see my screen. Just give me a sec. Yeah. So, today's agenda is all about we're gonna look into how to use ChatGPT or how we can leverage ChatGPT to automate trading view strategies. Now, how many of you use ChatGPT? Like, you can just type it out in the comment section so that I can get a fair view. Like, how many of you guys are already using ChatGPT? Right? I'm pretty sure like many people might be already know what is ChatGPT is, and some people might be already started creating strategies using ChatGPT as well. Now, today's session, what you're gonna learn is you're gonna learn how you can create simple to complex strategies using TradingView and using ChatGPT, and how we can automate by connecting with 5 Paisa. What are the strategies that we are creating in TradingView? Whenever the buy sell signals are getting generated, we're going to transmit the orders directly to the 5 Paisa trading account. So, a little bit about me. I've been writing in Marketcall since 2007 onwards. I'm also creator of an Open Algo, a kind of an algorithmic trading platform, open source algorithmic trading platform. So there are a lot of generative tools out there, like ChatGPT kind of tools, ChatGPT, Claude S1 3.5, Gemini 1.5 Flash. Now these are the tools I've been working on for the last couple of years, like right from 2022, November 2022 onwards. November 2022 is where the starting point of the generative AI, right? So I would say like it's a kind of a massive industrial revolution is happening in the AI space, right? So I had close to close return 100 plus open source trading indicators, trading systems since 2009 onwards. I had some reasonable expertise on AMI broker programming, TradingView programming, TradingView PineScript programming, and MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 programming as well. So today's prerequisites are a TradingView paid plan. The reason you need to have a TradingView paid plan is TradingView paid plan supports webhook feature to place the automated orders. and of course 5 paisa trading account. So 5paisa provides a webhook for automation purpose. So we'll be generating the webhook from 5paisa, and we will be taking that webhook, and then we'll be using it in TradingView for automation. And of course, ChatGPT and Claude Sonnet kind of models we're gonna use to build strategies faster. So for that, you don't need to know the basics of coding. Even without knowing the basics of coding, still one can bring their strategies or prepare their strategies without any knowledge of coding. If coding knowledge is there, it's well and good. But if coding knowledge is not there, also simple to slightly complex strategies you can build faster. If you are already having a coding knowledge, then you can make wonders with the ChatGPT kind of tool. So first thing first, we're gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna build some simple strategies, and then I'm gonna show you how you can build simple strategies easily, right? So I'll go to ChatGPT here. So just go to chatgpt.com. So in this ChatGPT, right, you can directly you can talk about that. You can ask like build a simple super trend strategy in TradingView point script. TradingView point script. Okay, that's the only thing that you have to key in. So rest everything, the ChatGPT will be intelligently able to come up with the codes, right? It is able to intelligently come up with the codes. But the thing here is this particular ChatGPT code, right? This is not that efficient, I would say that. So that is where we had an some specialized tool inside ChatGPT. So that is what we call as a custom GPT. So inside called as Pine GPT, and it's free to access. Anybody can go and access this. Just go and search for Pine GPT market calls. This is a GPT created by me, which is having a strong specialization in building and trading strategies. Particularly, I would say like it's an expert in building trading view strategies. So here we have a link. So just launch the Pine GPT. What it does is like it launches the ChatGPT again. It launches a kind of a custom version of ChatGPT. But the only thing is like it is an expert in it is expert in building TradingView Pine script tools. So here I'm gonna do the same thing. Here what we will be doing is like we're gonna send a prompt, right? So prompts is nothing but the way we interact with the LLM models. So if you ask me, what I am trying to do is like I'm trying to talk to a digital brain, which is an expert in certain thing. So this Pine GPT it's already a classical expert with the TradingView Pine script codes. So now what I have to do is I just simply have to say like build a simple super trend strategy, right? Now all you have to do is like just give what rule you want. You just simply give the rule. Here I'm not giving the rule. It is like one shot. I'm just straight away saying like I just want to have a simple super trend strategy. Now what it does is like it generates codes. It is building the indicator, right? It is giving color codes to the indicator. It is plotting the super trend, and it is writing the entry conditions and exit condition. It is also generating those signals as well. These are the basic blocks. We'll study more about it. So first, let me copy the code. I just come back to my trading view. I'll go to the products, right? I'll go to the super charts. Now from here, what I'm going to do is I'll go to the Pine editor. I'm going to open a new editor here. So I'll say like new indicator. And I just simply remove the stuff. I'll paste it. And I'm going to save the code. I'll just simply save it. Select super trend strategy. Okay. And now I'm going to add it to the chart. So you can see that the strategy got already added to the code here. It's plain vanilla, plain simple. Very easily you can create a simple strategy. This is a very simple strategy. We'll also try to do some simple, slightly complex strategy as well, right? So yeah, so that's a plain vanilla buy and short strategy. It's kind of a long short strategy it is, right? So first we will do one thing. First we will try to implement the basic automation, and then we'll come back and then we'll try to experiment with various different types of strategies, right? So let's say I'm just gonna try this strategy on a 1 minute time frame. Not recommended, but for since for faster demonstration purpose, I'm just trying to use a 1 minute strategy, right? So we're going to build a strategy in 1 minute. So now in order to automate this strategy, what I need to do is I need to convert this strategy into automation, right? So for that, it is not straightforward, first of all, right? It is not that easy, particularly if you need more controls. Probably the controls what I need is like I want to put a stop loss, target, trailing stop loss. So a lot of controls I may need it, right? So in order to do that, we may have to use specific modules. So we need modules. That modules is what I had built some time back. So probably if you would have searched about 5paisa, market calls, webhook. So I had built some strategies around that. So you can see that there has been a module. There are two modules I had given. So here I had given a step-by-step instruction how you can automate your 5paisa strategy, and particularly if you're having a strategy with the buy-sell signal, how you can automate it. I had given such information about that, how you can generate an webhook. So basically, in order to generate an webhook, what you have to do is you have to go to 5paisa. From here, you just go to FNO 360, and from the FNO 360, just click on your profile, and from the profile you go to the webhook. So here you can go and generate the webhook over here. So you can just select the URL expiry 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 4 weeks. So whichever the one you want to use, you can generate according to that expiry. Maybe let's say like you're a positional trader, you can go and generate for like 4 weeks, or like, let's say like you're a weekly options trader, you can go and generate for like a week or so, right? So but if you only want to trade today but tomorrow you don't want to use it, you can only generate for a particular day. So for time being, I'm going to keep it like select buy or sell, you can set the quantity and you can generate it, right? It's not required, just generate the JSON and keep this JSON in a separate notepad. So I'm just going to generate this and I'm going to put it in a notepad over here, right? So I'll just put this in a notepad. Oops. So copy the JSON and paste it, and then keep it ready, right? So later on, this JSON is what we're going to make use of it. Later on, we'll be using this JSON. So now we'll come back to the come back to the market calls. So here I'm having an standard module here. So if you could see that there are two modules I had given. So first of all, I'll tell you what are those two modules is all about. Then we'll go and dig a little bit deeper. So I'll go to the whiteboard here. So number one, it's all about, it's a long short module here. So number one, it is a simple long short module. Now it will be always keep on reversing the position. It will be first it will be getting into long, and it will be reversing the position from long to short, and from short again it will be reversing to long. It will be always in position. So it will be in position 24/5. So 24/5 it will be in position. It will be having only two signals, buy signal it will be having, and it will also having a short signal as well, right? Always it will be in position. Now the second one is, which is what generally most of the traders they use, which is nothing but we'll be having a long signal, and we'll also have a long exit signal as well, long exit. And we'll be having a short signal, and we also have a short exit signal as well. So totally we have 4 conditions. So here we have total 2 conditions over here, right? So only 2 simple conditions. Here we are going to have a 4 conditions over here, short exit, right? So this will not be running 24/5. So whenever the entry is happening, entry and then exit, and then entry and then exit. That is how the systems will be behaving in such kind of scenario. So here we'll be having total 4 signals. One is buy, which is a long entry, sell, which is a long exit, and then short, which is nothing but short signal, and we have a short exit as well, right? So these 2 modules, whichever the strategy accordingly that you're using, you can use these strategies to automate any of your ideas. Of course, on top of that, if you're going to use ChatGPT, you can build any kind of strategies pretty easily. So that's what I'm going to show you. So in order to automate that, I'm going to use this long short module. Long short module, I'm using a simple super trend. This is a simple super trend strategy with stop loss target and trailing stop loss. Let me copy this. So this is a pretty lengthy code. Don't worry about the code. I'll try to explain what is happening inside the code. Right? So it's having a pretty lengthy code. But if you are using ChatGPT, you don't need to worry about that. It's pretty easy to build such kind of codes, right? Easily, without knowing any single line of codes. So just let me copy this code. I'll go back to TradingView. Let me go to open. I'll go to a new strategy. And here I just simply remove the codes and just simply paste this code. So if you see this code, there are a lot of modules are here, right? So total, you are having total 5 modules are having. 5 blocks is what we are having. Block 1 is all about backtesting. So this block does the backtesting part. It's useful for backtesting. And also for live trading as well, this block is very, very important. Then we have block 2. So block 2 deals with our actual trading strategy. This is where we have to write our trading strategy block, right? And then we have intraday function. So particularly if you are an intraday trader, you want to map certain intraday signals, then we have this intraday block. And third block is where the strategy execution modules, how I should send orders. So that block is already there with block 4. And block 5 contains stop loss target and trailing stop loss execution module. So this is how the entire block has been designed. And this fits with every strategy, every simple strategy, it easily fits with. For example, let's say I just simply save the strategy. Just save the strategy and then I'll add to the chart. I'll remove the old strategy. Then I'll add to the chart. Now what you can see here is you'll be able to see this buy signal, sell signals, and you can have a lot of controls over here. So if you could see that, a lot of controls over here, right? So a lot of controls is what you're able to see here. So by default, it is having stop loss and target. By default, it is disabled. If you want, you can enable it. It also comes with an different types of stop loss. You can have a fixed stop loss, percentage based stop loss, or even volatility based stop loss as well, right? So here for time being, I'll keep it as like a fixed stop loss. TP or SL means the target or stop loss is getting triggered, right? So, and you can set what are the stop loss you want. Let's say for something like Bank Nifty, I'm going to keep it like stop loss as 50 points and target I'm going to keep it like 100 points. It's kind of 1:2 kind of risk reward ratio. And trailing stop loss is not required because super trend itself a kind of a trailing stop loss mechanism. But however, if you're having other strategy, you can easily you can go back and enable this trailing stop loss stuff. And moreover, if your strategy is an intraday strategy, you want an intraday strategy, you can enable this and you can tell between what time to what time you want to trade. So here, your first trade will happen only after 9:30 and your last trade will happen before 15:00. Right? So you can control those timings as well. But if your strategy is a positional strategy, you can uncheck this, right? So now if I want to automate it, it's pretty simple. What I have to do here is I have to go to the more section. Let me add an alert. So you can see that there's a triple dot over here. If you could see here, if you keep your cursor over here, there's a triple dot over here on top of the strategy which we had added. Let me add the strategy. And from here, there are only 2 things that we're going to do over here. One is notification. So go to the notification under the webhook URL, copy the webhook URL which we created from the 5paisa portal. So just copy the URL, come back here and paste the values over here. Right? That is number 1 thing. And number 2 thing is all about the message. This message, what we're going to send over here, this is what it is more important. So if you remember, we generated the message, right? This message usually generates what? It usually generates simple strategies, simple strategies, simple signals. Usually this message is generated for equity markets, not for F&O kind of markets. So if it is for F&O markets, you may have to adjust this accordingly. So what we are right now going to do is this message, whatever we copied, I'm just going to bring it over here, right? So in the meantime, I'll also change the symbol to something like BHEL or something. So BHEL, I'll go for an equity markets here. So since it is equity markets, I have to adjust the stop loss, right? So let me adjust the stop loss. I'll say like stop loss, I'm going to keep it like 1 point, and maybe target, I'll keep it like 2 points. That's what I'm going to do here. So I'll go to this add alert. I'll ensure that I update this webhook URL again. So here is a webhook URL. I just copy and paste the webhook URL and go to the settings and go and get the message. So remember, the message is here. Just copy the message and paste it over here. Of course, we have to do certain changes as well. What changes that we have to do, I also explained in the article as well. So if you go here, in this article, we have to change what are the transaction type that we are having. We have to update this placeholder. Now, what this does is like whenever the buy signal is happening, it will be putting the buy signal message automatically. If sell signal is getting generated, automatically it will be transmitting the sell signal message. And the quantity. So quantity also we can send from the chart itself. So dynamically we can send the quantity from the charting itself. So these are the two information that we have to change in our case. So look for the place where there is a transaction type. So there is a transaction type here, right? Whenever there is a buy is there, just remove that and paste the values over here. Likewise, the other one that we have to change here is the quantity, right? The quantity, what are the quantity that we are having? Even the quantity also, we just simply have to copy and paste this information. So here's the quantity, one is there, just remove the one and paste it over here. So now click on create, automatically the signals will be, if at all any signals which are coming in, automatically will be sending those orders as well. Say you're probably typing JSON. In this case, make sure that it's correct. Did I miss anything? Yeah, I think so. Automatically generates the strategy over here, right? So just save it. I'd say some error is there. Let me do one thing. I better copy from 5 paisa. I put it in a notepad. We already had done that, right? So we already had done that. And in fact, we'll also ensure that we want to play an intraday order, right? So I'll also ensure that it's market. I'll just copy it and I'll paste it over here. And the transaction, what are the transaction that we are having? We just have to simply replace with a placeholder here. So this placeholder, I'm just simply replacing it. It's too much of information, so it's looking like a little congested. So yeah, and followed by that quantity. So only two things that we have to change it. One is quantity, another one is the transaction type. Yeah. Quantity also, I just changed it. Then I copy the entire thing. I'll go back to my TradingView, just paste it, and the alert name, you just give some name over here, like say like 5 paisa, super trend. You can give any name, whatever the name that you want. So just simply save it. Yeah. So now if any signals are getting triggered, it automatically sending those quantity. So the quantity over here, basically you can, if you go here under the properties, you can set the quantity over here, like how many contract that you want to trade. Under the property section, you can define the quantities, right? So first you have to tell what quantity that you first you have to tell what quantity that you want to trade. Let's say you just say like I want to trade 5 quantity, then you have to go and create the alerts, right? So it's not like you create the alert and then you should not go back and change the quantity, right? So let's say I'll go and bring on another symbol. Let's say like I just want to trade with something like NHPC. So here I'm just bringing in NHPC. And now I just want to create one more alert over here for NHPC. I'll go and set the quantity here. Let's say I just want to trade something like 5 lots, 5 contracts. 5 contracts in the sense 5 shares is what I want to trade. So set the quantity. And then now you just go and add an alert over here, right? So I just add an alert. And of course, the notification is the same thing, webhook URL. And settings is pretty simple, whatever the one which we had created in the notepad, right? The same thing only we're going to do over here. Remember, this is for equity markets. If it is F&O markets, it is slightly different. I'll also talk about that as well. 5 paisa. Maybe if you're trading options or if you're trading futures, it's slightly different. So 5 paisa, I'll say like an HPC super trend. So just give some name towards that. So you can create as many alerts you want. Alerts are nothing to do with the charts. So charts will be running in the backend, nothing much. But alerts is the only thing. Right now, there are 2 alerts are running here. So whichever the alerts which are active, that means those charts are already running in the backend. When any of those charts are generating the signals, so you can see what time frame it is created. BHL we created on 1 minute time frame. NHPC we created on 1 minute time frame. It is active, right? So these symbols, whatever the settings that we had created, it is not changeable. You cannot change it once you created the alert. Alert will be generating only for the what are the settings that you had created. If in case if you want to change the settings, you have to remove the alert and then change the settings and then recreate the alert. That is how we have to do here, right? So we had generated 2 basic alerts is what we had created over here. Now this is with the long short trading system, right? So let me walk you through the process. If at all, I have my own strategy and I want to automate it. Now, how I can automate it? That is what we're going to do here, right? Let's say this is the code for building any strategy. Of course, block 2 is the one which is responsible for building the strategies, right? Now, if I want to convert into let's take a simple example like a simple EMA crossover is what I want to build. The same strategy, I just want to change it to a simple EMA crossover. Now, what I have to do is just copy it, go to PineGPT. So ensure that you are in a PineGPT. Just go to PineGPT here. Go to PineGPT. If you don't have the link of PineGPT, just search for PineGPT market calls. You should be able to get that. So now let's say like I just want to create create a crossover strategy using this similar module. So the strategy can be anything, right? So here I'm just taking a simple 10 and 20 EMA crossover strategy. See, remember here, I'm not even specifying what language I want to create. I'm not even specifying I want to create in TradingView PineScript because it already expert in TradingView PineScript. So you can directly go and whatever the code that you are specifying, it will try to create in what it'll try to create in TradingView PineScript itself. The recent version is version 5. Version 5 is the latest version. So it is expert in creating version 5 codes. And also I'm asking to provide the full code because the length of the code is very bigger. Sometimes it may not give the complete code. So it will ask you to attach certain codes. So all I'm doing is like I'm saying like provide the full code. Full code. So this is what I'm saying. So it's plain English. I'm just typing everything in plain English. I'm pasting the entire code. Now this code was nothing but what? A super trend strategy, right? It's a super trend strategy. But instead of super trend strategy, what I'm saying is like replace the super trend strategy and bring a 10 and 20 EMA crossover strategy. Or you can also say like replace the super trend strategy and bring 10 and 20 EMA crossover strategy. Now what it does is like it removes the super trend and exactly same format, it brings you the 10 and 20 EMA crossover strategy. Here 10 and 20 is a very simple strategy, right? So I'll also show you how you can bring complex strategies as well later on. So just firstly see like how you can remove certain strategy and how you can bring certain strategies. So now what it does is like it'll start building those codes. You can see that exact same blocks, block one, block two, block three, it's building those blocks. Now if you could see the block two, it'll start building those strategies like EMA2. It's just replacing the super trend and it's bringing the EMA stuff into here, right? So means all you have to do is like only just if you want all those controls. Now you can see that it's saying like what it's not building the complete code as such. It's building is it built entire code? I think block. Yeah, it built the entire block. It had built the entire block, right? So I just simply have to copy this. Let me check is everything is right. So far looks like everything is right. Block 3 we are having, block 4 we are having, block 5 also we are having. So I'll go back to TradingView. I'll open a new strategy. So this is what we are having right now, right? And save it. So 10 and 20 EMA crossover strategy. I'll also say like 5 paisa automation, 5 paisa automation. And sometimes it may throw an error. Let's see. It might sometimes if it might throw an error. I'll try to add to the charts. Oh, here there is no error as such, but it's not generating any signals. Just give me a sec. What have we messed up? Or I'll do one thing. I'll say like replace the super trend strategy with the simple EMA 10 and 20 EMA crossover. 10 and 20 EMA crossover. The below code. So I'm just gonna paste the code over here. Then I'm also going to say like provide me the full code as well. So I'll also say like provide me the full code. Usually I'll do that whenever the length of the code is very bigger. I say like provide me the full code. Sometimes it may not provide us the full code. And now I think it is bringing all the long only, short only signals. Earlier it haven't done, but now it is doing it properly. You can see that it got stuck over here because the code length is pretty much bigger. So it will wait for some time and then it'll ask us to.
Yeah, Rajandran, can I take your 5 minutes?
Yes, yes,
So,
please.
so basically, just wanted to revamp, go through what all we have discussed so far. So
Yeah.
anybody who has any doubts, so they will be clear. So hi everyone. So what we have discussed today, or Rajendra is showing you, right? So it's how basically we are trying to show you how you can make use of Pine script or alerts in TradingView to automate your strategies. So if you are using TradingView, right, for signals, you have your own indicators on TradingView, and those indicators are generating the signal. So what manually what you do nowadays is that you go to the chart, you monitor the chart, and once you see the signal, you go and buy a particular stock or option. Correct. So with the Pine script and alerts, right, or with the webhook feature provided by us, you can automate it. automate the your strategy. So what you have to just do is you have to visit
Yes.
our FNO 360 platform. There you will find the webhook option. There you go and copy the URL. You copy the JSON and put it in the TradingView alert section box. So once you do that, all your strategies or alerts will be automated and orders will be placed in the your 5paisa account. And what Rajendra is trying to show is how you can use the chat GPT to create your own strategy in PineScript and automate it. So there are multiple ways to create a strategy, and it's a little bit difficult. Like you have to configure the lots, you have to configure the buy and sell signals. So all that is mentioned. That is what he's trying to show, and you can. And he's also trying to explain from the fundamental view how you can use the ChatGPT to customize your strategy. Okay, so I think this clears all. If anyone has any doubts, you can put it in the comment section. I will try to answer it. Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So the code we got generated over. Sometimes it might miss certain stuff, but let's see if at all if we're getting any error, we can say. I'll just save this. So what we have here is like the entire block is what we are having, right? Certain blocks. We don't need this. And automatically we should be able to get those stuff as well. Like for example, let's say I'm just moving on a 15-minute time frame. I will be able to use the strategy directly, and now I can easily able to automate as well. The same procedure is same. So I just simply have to add the alert, add the message, what are the message that we have prepared, and add the webhook. So this is the only two things that we have to always have to do the same stuff over here. Right now, this is with simple strategies. Now, how about already there are tons of strategies in TradingView, right? So let's say like I'm gonna pull up a simple strategy here. So if you go to something like if I go to technicals, so there are a lot of basic strategies they are having over here, right? And not only that, you just simply type strategy under community. There are a lot of simple to complex strategy you can find over here. Strategy. So there's something called P signal strategy. So let's take this strategy here. So P signal strategy. Now this P signal strategy, if you can see, it is more of a long exit, short exit is what we are having here. Now, if I want to automate this, by default, I'll not be able to automate unless I fit into my, what are the module that I had created for 5paisa. So now what we have to do here is we have to copy the code, right? So there is the P signal strategy, which is a ready-made strategy in TradingView itself, done by a coder name called Karevsky. So just copy this, right? The first thing, if you could see that the version is saying like it's version equal to 4. So better, what I'll do is like I'll convert this strategy into version 5. TradingView has some internal conversion tool to do that, because version 5 is what very much required to automate it. Version 4 also we can automate it, but version 5 is the latest edition. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save this strategy. Save script as. So I'm just going to take a copy of this, right? So once I taken a copy of this, I'll try to convert this to version 5. So you see that there's a provision there provided to convert code to version 5. All you have to do is just press the button and just press apply. So now you can see that it is converted automatically to version 5 here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this code. I'll go back to ChatGPT. PineGPT is what I'm going to use here. So PineGPT. Not. So here I'm going to say like I want to convert my trading strategy. This is my code over here. So just paste it over here. This is my trading strategy. I just want to convert. So if you could see the strategy, you can see the strategy is having a long strategy we are having. If, let's say here is a strategy, right? So in this strategy, there are, so what they have is like, it is kind of a long exit is what we are having over here. It's only long strategy and a long exit. That's what it's having. It's not even having short exit. So in that case, in that case, we can use the other mode itself. So we can use the block 2. We can consider using it. So I'm going to go and use block 2. So here is the block 2, which contains buy, sell, short cover module. So I'm just going to copy this. I'll go to the ChatGPT and say, now this particular strategy I want to convert into this method. So convert into below format. Now what it does is like it completely eliminates the context and it takes only the method only. So what do I mean by that is like it is a long only strategy, right? It is a long only strategy. It's a long only strategy. So just simply give this prompt, and now what I'll be getting is like it automatically removes the strategy, the default strategy here. So it has a default super trend strategy is what it's having over here. Now that default super trend strategy, it removes that and it fit in our P signal strategy. So it automatically writes the code for us. So see that. So you can see that it start writing the code, and been writing the complete code over here. I think in this code it's having only block 2 only it is having. Block 3 it's not there. Block 3 is pretty smaller here. Block 3 and block 4. Block 4 we are having long exit. Yes, that is perfect. And somehow the block 5. Do we have block 5? No, only we have 4 blocks here. Right? Block 1 is backtesting controls. Block 2 is where our actual trading strategy will be there. And block 3 is all about intraday controls and signal mapping. And block 4 is all about strategy execution module. Just take the code and then we should be able to go here. And we should be replace this. Save it. And we should be able to add it to the charts as well. So now here you can see that it's our same strategy, whatever that we had created. So we have like what? Now the only difference is, where is the strategy? So I'll go to indicators, P signal, right? So P signal. So we had created a strategy. Yeah, here it is. Add to the chart. Yeah, here is our strategy. Now this strategy should have our controls. Like if I go to the settings, I'll be having a lot of controls over here. So I'll be having this backtesting controls. I'll be having this intraday controls, right? So, but what is missing here, if you could see that in our code, the stop loss target modules are missing, right? So what I can do is like I can tell ChatGPT, hey, stop loss target, trailing stop loss is missing. Stop loss target and the TSL is missing. Can you add that from the sample code provided above? Sample code provided above. Now the thing here is, now with this ChatGPT kind of tool, strategy just like that, if they are really an expert in prompting, right? Now it is like kind of a junior developer that you are hiring, and you can tell your junior developer what, so suppose they should code, right? So you just give instructions only in plain English, and you get the code done just like that in a matter of minutes. Sometimes it also make mistakes, so that is where we have to give a feedback, so it fixes those errors automatically. It's building the code, but it is building from its own knowledge. I think it's not building from the code whatever I had provided. But anyways, we'll see that. Yeah. So we'll just copy this, go back here, edit the strategy, update on the chart, save that. So now you have the strategy with the controls, like you have the controls like stop loss controls you're having. You're also having the trailing stop loss controls as well, right? And when it comes to algo mode, we can even say like you want to do only long only or short only. So let's say if your strategy is only long only, you can select only long only, and you can just simply press OK. Accordingly, it will take only long only trades only. But still, so far there is no signal yet. If at all there are any signals, right, we'll be able to see in the alerts, and if any signals are getting triggered, we should be see it in the log section. But still, so far no signals got triggered yet. Yeah, so we are in a 1 minute time frame. But at least to check whether how I can check whether the orders are getting triggered or not. If you ask me, that's the easiest way to do that. What you can do is you can just go to the FNO, just copy the JSON, right? Come back to TradingView, and so right click, you add an alert over. It's a line alert that we can try, and just simply paste the message. Say like it's a line alert. Line alert. So what you want to do is like you want to buy. I want to buy some one quantity. I just gonna click on create. So it creates a line alert. Automatically, you can see that the line alerts are getting created over here. So when it is getting triggered, automatically it will trigger an order as well. Let me check if at all any order got triggered. Not yet. An order got triggered, but it's the same thing. I just simply copy this. I'll try to do one more time. Let's see. Just right click over the chart, add an alert. Just simply copy and paste the values. And I'll give a name like line alert. So if it is crossing, you can just select with which side you want to place the order, whether crossing up or crossing down, that you can specify over here. And you can also move the lines as well. Like you can move the lines. Automatically, it should be punching those orders. Those orders, whatever the order alerts got triggered, you'll be able to see in the log section as well, right? Bhavesh, it is not triggering the orders. Any idea why this is happening? Bhavesh? Bhavesh, you're there?
Yeah, Rajandran, let me check.
Yeah, so it's supposed to trigger an order, but
Yes, let me check. I'm also trying. We'll let you know.
yeah.
So Rajendra, it has triggered order for me. So must be something wrong on BSC and if you're something wrong on your side, your end maybe, or check the URL
One
once.
Let me check the URL. So this is the URL. I'll just copy this.
Or is it expired when the URL is expired?
Now only I just created like so. I just I'll generate one more time
Yeah,
maybe.
you create a new one, please.
Yeah. So I just copy the new create a new URL.
Yeah,
Just
this
copy
should
the
be.
URL. Okay. Maybe the one thing what I haven't done is like haven't generated a new URL. Maybe it should have
Correct.
been
The
in the
URL might be expired.
just double click. I just update the new URL because I haven't generated the new URL, so maybe it could have shown the old URL itself. So and then just simply so once all the settings are done, buy, sell, everything is done, I just simply copy the JSON and I'll just simply paste it over here and save. So let's say I'll just bring it pretty closer. If the line is getting triggered, so you can as a trader, maybe if you're an investor, you can also use this to place your orders as well. The only thing is like for if you are an investor, you have to take care of DDPI, right? So DDPI is like demand pledge instruction. If you're an investor, without CDCL T-pin, if you want to sell your quantity, particularly long signal is happening, you'll be able to enter long signal. That's not a big deal. But sell signal, if you want to do without CDCL T-pin, you cannot do that, right? So to avoid that, you have to use DDPI. So maybe you have to submit DDPI instruction if you want to automate your investment strategies. So let's see. I just try to bring this pretty closer. I'll also double click. So to make the signal faster, yes, I just got a signal here. Let me check. Yeah, so now I'm just getting a order. I'm just getting punched. So the order is getting executed. So what does that means is I'll also have to update all the other alert URLs as well. So I'll go back to the URL. Just copy the URL. This is my updated URL, right? So I'm having already how many strategies running? I'm already having like 2 strategies running. So I'll also have to ensure that the other strategies here as well. I'm just updating those new webhook URL as well. Yeah. So I hope this works. And particularly, there are a lot of interesting indicators are here in TradingView. Something like half trend. Half trend is one of my favorite. So half trend, we have like pretty interesting indicators. Particularly, you can find it under community. You can find half trend kind of indicators, half trend kind of strategies here. And these kind of systems are pretty good for positional as well as from intraday perspective. So sometimes it catches very big price action. So mostly it is more of a trend following stuff. Super trend is also good, but better than that, we have half trend, and another one is like range filter. So range filter is another indicator which predominantly majority of the traders they might be using this like range filter buy and sell signal, 5 minute. So already it's pretty easy to identify a strategy. If it is a strategy which contains buy sell rules which can be automated, you can find this kind of simple indications over here. Now, whichever the one which is not having those things, it is just an indicator. Maybe it may show buy sell signals, but you cannot backtest it, right? But if you are seeing this one, you can backtest the strategy as well, and you can also visualize those signals as well, right? So yeah. So something like if you are seeing this kind of arrows, you're seeing positions over here. These are like as indications that it is more of an it's more of a it's more of a strategy. Yeah, so it's a pretty interesting indicator. Like it better than super trend, I would say that, right? So range filter kind of stuff. So range filter is there, And then we have alpha trend. So these are some of the simple strategies that you can find in TradingView. So particularly if you are already an TradingView user and you want to automate your strategy, so just like that you can automate your TradingView strategy using ChatGPT or PineGPT to be very precise. So there's another indicator called alpha trend, another better indicator compared to super trend. Not done yet. That means still these two signals are yet to trigger. If at all, if it's getting triggered, I'll be able to see in the log section. So if in case if you want to clear the log section also, you can do what you can select here and you will be able to clear the logs. Right? So clearing the logs will make everything empty, so that if any fresh alerts are getting triggered, it can be only from these two places only. Right? And if you don't want the alert also, you can delete that as well. So you can just remove the alert. If in case if you're not going to use that, you can remove those alerts as well. For example, these are the alerts which I don't want, and I'm going to use only these two alerts, and line alert only if there is a need, I'm going to use the line alerts only, then I'm going to use those things. So this 5 paisa alert, let's go and check. So it's a super trend strategy, right? Let's see what happened. We done it on a 1 minute time frame, right? Indicators, I'll go to Wine editor, super trend strategy with stop loss and target to the chart. So this is what we had, right? So still it haven't triggered any signals at all yet. So still the sell signal is what running on. So I thought like we'll be generating some signal at least, but within the time limit, we're not able to see the signal. But when the signal is getting triggered, automatically it will be communicating the orders to the broker, right, instantly. That you can readily can see it the moment the signal is getting triggered. So this is with NHPC. NHPC still signal not get triggered yet. Another one is BHL. Let's check the BHL as well. So BHL also buy signal was there, but still no signals has been running almost for the last 1 hour. There is no signals at all. Yeah, but when signals are there, it will be instantly communicated to the broker via webhook. And let me tell you what is the role of webhook over here. For that, I'm going to take you to the whiteboard. So with that, I think more or less we call it a day. So let's say I'm having an TradingView system I'm running here. So TradingView alerts. So this is TradingView alerts, because alerts is the only one which supports webhook, right? Not the charts. You're not directly trading from the charts. Only from the alerts we are using webhook. Webhook is connected, kind of a software connectivity layer. It's a one-way connectivity, right? So the webhook is provided by 5 paisa. So we are using 5 paisa webhook. And that will be sending the information to the broker. So the broker in this case is 5 paisa. Right. So, and in that webhook, we're going to pass some messages. We'll be sending how many quantity to buy or sell. We're going to send that. How many quantities that we're going to tell, like I want to send 10 quantities, or we'll be sending what exchange we want to pass, whether it is NSE or BSE. So exchange, and we'll be having order type. So order type will be sending like MIS or NRML kind of intraday or delivery. So when it comes to 5 paisa, it is intraday or delivery, right? So intraday or delivery, intraday. And what symbol it is, what symbol that we want to send. So in our case, it's like NHPC. So all those instructions are very detailed in the webhook. So the webhook is kind of a message carrier. When TradingView is generating a signal, the signal will be sent to the broker via webhook, and this is more of a one-way communication. Means only TradingView can send to broker. Broker cannot be able to communicate it back to TradingView. Right? It is more of a one-way communication. So usually people use webhook for automation. So in the software industry, webhook is heavily used, not just in trading industry. Mostly for automation purpose, people use webhook feature. But in case if you are having any system to automate, definitely you can use the Pine GPT, right? Bhavesh, I think more or less we are done with the session here.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Rajandran.
But
So,
unfortunately, signals haven't generated yet.
sorry.
Signals haven't yet generated on the 1 minute time frame.
Okay, fine. But yeah, like I tried once, so you can use Dixon, so it's very volatile. So yeah,
Yeah.
fine. So it was a nice webinar, Rajendran. So all of you, if you have any questions, right? So Rajendran can answer here. We are almost end of the session, so we will wait for 1 or 2 minutes. If you have any questions, we can take it live. Uh, and also, like, hope you have understood the webinar. So our aim was that if you are not aware, right, like how you can automate your trading. So it's very simple nowadays to use ChatGPT to create your own or learn the coding as well. And even if you don't coding, just give the instruction to ChatGPT and it will create a strategy for you. So it's
And
very good to use a system driven trading approach and make use of the webhook feature, which basically you just have to pay the amount to TradingView, but otherwise we are offering our webhook feature to free to you. So any manual traders can basically migrate to automated trading or system based trading. And if you're already coding, and then you can use this feature to trade the options as well. So we directly support the NSE derivative options from the trading view. So you can deploy your strategy on the options as well and can automate it.
yeah,
So the
and
video will be available online as well later on if you want to rewatch it. Yes,
yeah.
yes, Arjun.
Mukesh is asking about Pine GPT. Is it free? That's what he's asking. Absolutely, Pine GPT is totally free, and I also given some example prompts as well. If you go to just Pine GPT, right? Pine GPT, just go Google about market calls. So here you can also not only see the link access to the Pine GPT, but also some of the simple examples how you can build a complex task. Right? You can when you're giving a prompt, you can split your prompt into something like this, like build a EMA crossover strategy, target and stop loss, put a percentage based stop loss, by default 0.25% is the stop loss over here, calculate the stop loss and target value based upon the entry condition. So you can give more detailed complex prompt so that you can get your complex strategies get it done. So I also given some three examples as well, so that this will be helping you to build your strategies far faster. For example, you just simply what task you want to build, you just go to the Pine GPT, and then you just simply say to the Pine GPT, it's absolutely free, right? It's free to use. Say, so the one which I'm going to show you right now is a simple Donchain channel trading strategy. Just give the task, assign the task, like how I am a kind of a team leader assigning my junior developer. The same way we'll also assign task to the Pine GPT, and Pine GPT on the other side it will get the work done. So that's it. All you have to do is like you have to split your task into small pieces, clearly mention what exactly you want in your charts, write your rules, and then end of the day what you'll get is a clean code, just like that, without writing a single line of code. For that, you don't need to be an expert in coding. The future is like, I believe the future is no coding. Right? Um, lot of tools will be able to build in the future without writing a single line of code, which I've been already doing that. There are some more questions. DDPI. There's a question from how to change from CDCL to DDPI. I think the broker should be. You may have to check with your broker. Almost every broker they have a provision to enable DDPI. Particularly if you are a trader who want to automate your investment strategies, then you have to use DDPI. There is also Avinash is saying that we are seeing new trading view. Can you please elaborate again how to reach to this version for trading view? Now, whatever the trading view that I am using is the same trading view only, right? The only thing is like it's a paid one. Maybe if you are not a paid user, you may have to get that paid account, right? So if it is a paid account, yes, you'll be able to see the features, but otherwise, it's the same trading view, nothing much. So whatever the trading view that I'm using, I'm also using the regular trading view only. It's not a new one as such. And there are some more questions here. Is there any free
So
website? Yeah.
yes, Ryan, you can also. I wanted to answer one question from Avinash, that where to find this tool. So we have a portal called FNO 360, which is designed just for the derivative sector. So that you can visit from our 5paisa.com page only. So once you visit the trade station, there you will find a CTA for FNO 360. And from on that FNO 360 portal, in the profile section, you will be able to find the webhook feature. Okay. So go on, Ryan.
Yes, yes, yes. Let me move on to the next question. So Manish Khan is asking about a scalping hedge part 2 videos. I think he's maybe. So Avinash is asking, I'm not able to find Pine GPT. So as I said, you just Google Pine GPT and then you'll be landing in this link and you'll be able to uh, click on this link, launch Pine GPT. I'm sure you should be able to access this Pine GPT, which is free to access, by the way. Right? Okay. Some more questions. Let me take some more questions.
Also, all of you, right? So we have taken some webinars before as well to show like how the basic webhook feature works. So those are in the YouTube channel as well. We will add the links for it in our and and we will also like there are some webinars taken before as well, so those links also we will add, and this webinar will also be live in the on the YouTube, so you can come and check it again if you have not understand anything or if you need a revision. And if you have any doubts, then you can please drop us on our forum page as well of webbook, so that link also we have posted here, and there we will try to answer or solve your queries.
Yeah.
Sure, sure, Mukesh. We will be adding in the pin section of the YouTube video. Okay, I guess Rajandran, we are done. We have
Yeah.
answered
Thank you.
most of the questions, and it's more than an hour now. So thank
Thank
you all.
you. Thank you, Bhavesh. Thank you for
Yeah, sure.
providing
Thank
me
you,
a wonderful
Rajandran. Yeah,
opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
sure. Thank you for joining and explaining to the all our users.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bhavesh.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Let's close.